to be. Knife in my hand, like why they have to be me. Backwood in my hand, sativa sticks to my jeans, like do I. Today I'm gonna show you guys how I made this smooth like vibe edit and how you can too. This is really just an edit breakdown, so if you want to follow along with your own clips and whatnot, you can. But one thing I just wanted to say is thank you guys for 2,000 subs. You guys really mean a lot to me, and your subs are greatly appreciated. And I need you guys to please let me know what other videos to make for you guys so I can keep producing good content. But yeah, if you're not subscribed, then subscribe already. I post tutorials sometimes, so yeah. And this project file will be in the description, so yeah, enjoy. Alright, so basically, first thing you're gonna want to do is mark your beats. As you can see, I have only half of the song marked out because this loops, so basically it's the whole edit and I just looped it again so I don't have to mark the whole other half. But once you mark your beats, you're gonna want to obviously twix your clips, so I'll show you my twix. And this is my twix. So as you can see, all I did was, twix my clips and with frame interpolation. Yeah, but if you don't know how to twixter, I have a video on that, so you can learn. And then what I did was basically I just used nulls to scale in position. So as you can see, it goes out as a zoom out, and then you can see the tiles, but it goes to the left. This clip starts from the left in the lower left, and then it comes in and it zooms in too, and then it goes right back to the left, and then this clip does the same thing but a zoom out. So basically how you make that kind of seamless is like this. See how it's kind of like smooth? You're gonna want to do this trick. So basically you take a clip. Let me get one real quick. Okay, so these clips, for example, you have these two, they're all twixtered. If I wanted to do like a zoom out and then make this clip go to the left and then have this one come in from the left and then zoom in or something like that, I would use nulls to make it smooth. So basically how you do that is I have easy layers, so I just click that, but if you don't have that, then you're gonna want to click Control Shift Alt Y, and that's your null. Then you cut it to size. If you can't do the shortcut, then just click up here, go to Layer, New, and then go to Null Object. So basically what nulls do is they parent to your clip. So if like my clip's lassoed to it, then it'll start to move my clip, like as you can see. And basically I just use nulls to make it smoother, and I recommend you do that too. So you're gonna have multiple nulls parented to your clip. So I'd say for this one probably like 2. So I have 2 nulls, and one of them is gonna be strictly for scale and the other one is strictly for position. So for your scale one, you're gonna wanna obviously keyframe it. You're gonna wanna go out. So you're gonna wanna have this one start in, and then it go out like this. And you're just gonna wanna keyframe and graph it. I'm not gonna go in depth on how to keyframe and graph, but I can make a tut if you guys want to, but I'm just gonna graph it real quick. So something like that. And once you do that, to make it go to the left and then go into this clip smoothly, you're just gonna want to take your position, drag it to about 3/4 or halfway to the end of your clip, depending on, you know, how long your clip is. And then you're gonna want to take the end and set the position to where you want it to be. So if I wanted it to go over to the right, so this clip can slide in, you're gonna want to go and change your position to where it's going up and to the left or right, or just, you know, go to right or left. And then you're gonna want to keyframe that. But there's a specific way to keyframe this to make it smooth. So like if I just did the same graph I did before, it won't look good, as you can see. So you're gonna want to take your graph and make it look something like this. And what this does is basically it takes longer for the clip to go, so it'll slide and it'll reach its peak a lot slower than that graph I just showed. It's a lot looser graph, and you can make this as dramatic or as normal as you want it to be. So just play around with it and see which one you like more. And then you're gonna want to do the same thing to this one, add 2 nulls, and this one's gonna be our scale in. So take the scale it in, not too much, keyframe it, and then just keyframe the position. And like I said, this one where it ended all the way up and to the right, so this one's gonna end all the way up and to the right. So just position your clip kind of where it left off. And then like I said, for the other graph, it was a looser graph, so it was like you know, the peak took longer to reach. This one you're gonna want it to be a lot faster, because to make it smooth, you're gonna want to go from slow to fast on your keyframes, so it blends in nicely, like so. So as you can see, it just blends a lot nicer than if I were to just make this the same graph as the other one, like so. So as you can see, the only thing that makes your edit kind of smooth is really your graphs. If you don't have good graphs, then it's not gonna be smooth. But there you go, as you can see, it's pretty smooth now. And you can also add another null to this one to add more zoom. So say if you wanted to do pretty much the same as this one, start from where your thing is about to go, and then scale in, keyframe that. And there you go, that's pretty much how you make smooth transitions. As you can see, I don't even have a shake on this, and it looks pretty good. So you could really just make do with this if you just want motion, but obviously you could add shakes and whatnot and effects. What else I did to make it smoother, I also added blur, so you couldn't see like these tiles as much, because those are kind of unflattering when making your edit. But one thing I forgot to mention is you're gonna want to put motion tile on your clips. So what motion tile does is basically it adds this effect right here. So if I have it off, it's just gonna be black, which does not look good. So adding motion tile makes it look a lot better. And I would recommend never having no motion tile unless you're making like a stylized edit, but for an edit like this, you're definitely gonna want motion tile. And to sort of mask the motion tile, you can add a blur. So like the transitions between these two clips, I can add an adjustment layer, put it over both of them, make it like a frame or two long for each one. And then add a blur, so I could probably do directional blur. And then I would set it to the angle in which it's turning or moving. So in that case, it's to the upper right. So I would set that blur length high, and then I would put the keyframe in the middle. Then I would go to the beginning, turn it to 0, and then go to the end and turn it to 0. And then just graft that. So you can have something like that. It looks a lot better because you can't see the tiles. You could do all sorts of blurs. I don't really use directional blur, but it looks pretty good right now. So yeah, that's pretty much how you have smooth edits in motion. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did for the full edit. And yeah, just add your effects and it should be good. Let me know what other tutorials you guys want or need, I guess. And thank you for watching. Yeah, see you guys later.